Hello, welcome back to another episode of Demonheart Hunters. Okay, let's load our save. It's Ari's house. Yes, please. Alright, so what did you want to say? I picked up everything, didn't I? Oh yeah, I gotta go into town. And let's go. Let's go. Do these people say anything?
Yeah.
Spare coin for the needy? I don't have any coin. Hard to believe. Yeah, sorry. Bye. Bye, lady. I think I am being followed. There's a big shadow of a man behind me. Always staying at the same distance as I pass by the townspeople. I can never see it well. It disappears behind other people and a trash in the street every time I look back. I wonder what this stranger wants. This place is too quiet to stop and talk. By the time I reach the quiet alley, he has disappeared. A man in black. I wonder who that is. I wonder. There's a flower here. Go pick up the flower. Yeah. And some coins. Alright, let's go. Another one over here. Can't go in there. Okay, she picked up. Poppy. Alright. Mushroom.
Well, you see, like.
This, I saw the strangest fellow around here. Okay. There's a woman hardly wearing any clothes. Beautiful lady needs some love and comfort in these dark times, said the word, and my love will be yours. Such is the will of the Church of Ravage. You don't have to do this with your life. Husband love is the most noble thing there is. Seeing hope return to the eyes of those I've helped. Okay. Strange woman. Anywhere out there? I like this. I don't know why. Okay. There's a man. There's a rat. Can I attack the rat? Oh, I can. Rat took no damage. Many balls. Yay. We killed a rat. We got nothing from that. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Greeting.
Hear ye, hear ye. Wanted Lord Mace and the runaway knights of Scarswell. Scarswell! Oh, on Princess Adrian's command, a royal army led by the most loyal Sir Gavin has cleansed the city of Scarswell from its corrupt leadership. Sir Gavin has been named Lord of the city, while the old coward Mace escaped. This sounds appalling. The Southern Lord demoted and declared an outlaw. The royal family actually became involved in matters of the South. Lord Mace is no longer a lord. Then what about? Anyone found aiding the wrongdoer? Mace has survived his survived knights, or withholding relevant knowledge about them will be brought to justice. It is every citizen's lawful duty to report any knowledge they possess of these outlaws' whereabouts, such is the royal will. Cat. Is there any news on the roads? Unfortunately, the main road of Ravage to the north is still overrun by the vile undead beasts. If you seek to flee the city, the only way is to the south, although the haunted forests of Alley Run Cat. Caleb! You purring beast. Alwyn might be also prove dangerous. Thankfully, the witch Riveria is said to no longer pose a threat to the south, so there are no magical beasts attacking humans in the forest in an organized fashion. Still, one must be careful of accidents. Go away. Come on, leave. Don't come back. What happened to the knights? All the false knights and their accomplice. No! Accomplices, I don't know how to say that, have been judged and sentenced to death by the princess. Sir Gavin has carried out the sentence on all of the vile cowards who escaped. I wonder if that also means our friend. Where can I report? In a more fortunate place, you would report it to the law officers, but as there are no law officers in Rabbit, you may report to me and spread the word among the commoners as well, so they can all be safe. Now I have to go. Okay. So the Knights of Scarsville are sentenced to death. I doubt it was his name. Where is the journal? I think it's on the journal. Sabash Brush. Okay. Yeah, I doubt they'll kill him. No, he's dead. He's alive. Oh, that came back. I wonder if these will fill. No. Okay. Let's go.
Hey, yeah.
Another one of them comers. No. What? I've been in the city for a while now. Never seen your face before. Thought you might have something to do with the other fella. This redhead bird just appeared out of nowhere. Headed straight for Becca's Inn. Calum! Calum! Go! Seems like the lad has just arrived in to Adolescence. Damn pretty one too. All I know is say, you look a bit like his sister. Thank you. Nice to see such pretty folks around town. Nice to see such pretty folks around town. Bye. Newcomb bird. If that's true, the bird must have found some way to reach the city. It would be worth checking where he came from. Becca's Inn is to in the south of Rabbit. Across Ari's house, and I should return to Ari. But I want to see who this guy is. Can you go in most of these houses? Because they all seem locked. Yeah. Can I come? Can I say hello? Hey, aren't you the witch lover? No witch lovers in my inn! Aren't you the witch lover, girl? Thought you knew already. No witch lovers in my inn and no cultists either. I should check back with Ari before trying to get past Becca. Fine. Fine. Stop! Let's go and talk to Ari.
You're back.
I'm so glad to you came back. What, did something happen? Not really. I know I sent you to look for news, but I'm always worried when you go out. And forgive me, I'm such a mess. I'm fine. Okay. So have you learned anything? The royal messenger has been no use, but I learned that a single man arrived today to Becca's Inn. I hope he didn't just take the southern road to the messenger. I see. Well, a chance is a chance. It's safe to check with the stranger. Becca is selective about her customers. She won't even let me in because I'm a cultist. How do I make her let me in? Try to tell her that you have to talk to this fellow, or if you have to, you can tell her all the worst about me. I'll tell her that I need to find a manual to get a cultist out of the city. One more thing. I examined the assassins' bodies once again as I dragged them out, and I noticed something. They have special belts for carrying poison. It gave me an idea. It would be disastrous if I tried to wield a blade, but you're good with it. you should stop using poison on your dagger. Well, it didn't stop you from using a dagger on me in the last game. Okay. That might be giving me an advantage. I'm thinking you should look for poisonous plants. If we collect enough of them, we can make a supply of weapon poison to last you a long time. But I guess you need to get Rebecca's in first. But they sure wouldn't like to see me there. I'll bet when I land somewhere. I'll be here. I don't think we'll be getting 2 batches of assassins in one day. Okay. Is that what that is? Hang on. Turn nurses into poison terror. Check over there. Turn mushroom into poison powder. Upgrade poison skill. 100 poison powder needed to obtain the poison attack skill. 100 poison. Okay. Okay, there's a little mouse here. Alright, let's go to the inn. Let's go.
Welcome to my inn.
New girl lives with the witch. Welcome to me. Normally, I don't serve cultists and their fans, but you've been skulking around looking thirsty, you know. So today I'm making a exception, skulking around. You owe it to our new guests here for lifting my mood. This superbly talented young bard who has come to sing for us all the way from sundown. A man standing in the back with his lute looks up from the instrument toward the innkeeper. You are too kind, Miss Becker. As always, always so well mannered. I'll go thank him, right? Sometime. That's what he said, to leave some time for rabbit he must be, well, very young. Okay, let's go talk to this bard. It's this one, right? Because he's got red hair. This handsome young man looms over the table. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Hang on. I'm trying to enable it. Capture mouse. Yes. There we go. Now you should see it. This handsome young man looms over his table, trying out some sad notes on an old lute. His fingers are long and deft, and he smiles at the instrument as if it were alive. The man somehow stands out to me. He's too beautiful for this grey city, too colourful, though he is mostly dressed in black. His clothes, though they may be old and worn, seem overly expensive for this place. His copper hair too neat. The singer stops moving his graceful fingers across the strings and eyes me with a pleasant smile. Still what? For lifting up Miss Becker's spirits so she allowed you to stay. Is it true you live with a witch? At the moment, I almost wish I could live in a witch's house. It's so amazing that she hasn't summoned a demon and killed you yet. What do you know, witches? Only enough to be cautious in all honesty. I could be wrong about this. Well, it seems you succeeded in distracting me, and the inn is without sun. We haven't even exchanged names yet. You can call me Bright if you must know. Bright flame of my heart. If I had been born in the south, I wonder what my name would have been. Valiant? No. I don't know you, so I can't answer that. How true. Yet you provoke some familiar feelings in the least. Do you need something? I need to get out of Rabbit and I can't go south. That's strange. Well, we might be able to help each other. If you'd be willing to hear me out, however. I'm afraid my story isn't cheerful enough for the common room. If you're willing to hear it, please Meet me upstairs in my bedroom. We shouldn't discuss any more details. Slow down, boy. My lady, I only mean to talk. It is simply the most convenient place for now. Asking you to meet anywhere else in the city seems unsafe. Okay, so we gotta go upstairs. He just disappears straight away. Okay. Let's go upstairs. And what's in room number 1? A treasure box. 2 treasure boxes. Anything else? Can I go up there? No? Okay. I think these are locked. I don't think I can pick this. I don't think I can pick that either. Okay. I think. Alright.
Here we are. I'm glad you're open to negotiations.
You're a rich boy, aren't you? I suppose I am by certain standards anyway. So he was to learn how this bard arrived all the way from Suntown on his own. Such things are secrets of the trade, but we could do in exchange. What do you
I came
want?
to this great city seeking information. Evidence.
Yeah, as people have often warned me, I was once again proven that I cannot set this world straight by myself. My friends would not accompany me on this mission. They said it was futile. Hence, I resolved to make this journey alone. The things I've had to do to reach this forsaken place through the northern road, I wouldn't recommend them to anyone. So you came from the north. Indeed, why take detours? At least that's what I thought. I wasn't exactly easy sneaking past the undead monsters out there. So when I couldn't sneak, I ran like the wind, and here I am. I'm thinking my friends wouldn't exactly call it the nicest thing to do. Perhaps if they'd known the extent of my devotion to a cause, they would have joined me to prevent such risky behaviour. Sadly, I've reached a point where I can't possess progress in my mission, and I am in need of some aid, so I've decided to take a chance and tell you my true purpose. How do you know I'm not one of them? You are fully dressed when you walked in, and Miss Becker allowed you to stay. I know there's a witch involved, but as I said, I took a gamble. I want everything resolved in the most civilized way possible. This church has so many innocent servants whose only sin is ignorance. Meanwhile, the cult is sabotaging the people of the city for personal gain, taking everything away from them, only to appear benevolent when they give it back. They seek to expand their reign throughout Shamir. Thankfully, the situation in the other cities is under control, and cultist gatherings are rare. Still, in my travels, I have seen them in the north many a time, spreading their filth. Eventually, I decided to take action. Good. Witches, do you hate demon hearts too? Demon hearts, I haven't given them much thought. They are somewhat of a legend.
Makes me glad you're not a cultist.
There's a small chance your witch could be a decent person too. If he thinks cultists are a problem, what about demon hearts? I can almost hear a familiar voice in my mind telling me not to reveal the secret of my heart to this imbecile, he would say. But he's gone, that voice is no more. The kind of evidence I'm after has to be solid enough to warrant the attention of the Royal Army. I wonder what would happen if I chose to keep the demon guy. I don't remember his name. Axel? I don't know his name. Whatever his name was. Instead of releasing the demon boy. If he would still talk to her. They've been turning their backs on this city for far too long. Upon arriving to Ravage, I made a foolish mistake of revealing my beliefs to the wrong people, and frankly from then on I haven't gotten any better. I am not an actor after all, really a singer. They are already well aware of me, and for this reason I cannot infiltrate the church myself. So my lady, I propose this. I'll ensure you a safe passage from this decadent city if you help me in my quest against the cult.
I have friends aboard a certain ship. Just the other 15 days ago.
It's true they wouldn't join my quest, but I've already written them about my overly daring adventure on the road. I'm sure they won't let me go home on foot. You want me to do all this work for you? Your friends aren't pirates. Aren't with the Royal Navy, are they? Are you scared of the authorities? They're simply adventurers, like you and me, with rich fathers, some of them. Now, as for the cult, I was thinking you should start by trying to gain entry into the main church building in the center of town. I suspect that in order to let you in, they will ask you to perform some foul deed for them. If it's a harmless chore, you should proceed, but before you do anything foul, you should report back to me. Ari won't like this plan against the Church of Rabbit, but he's our only option so far. I need to speak to her first. If she doesn't outright refuse this plan, she might have some advice for me. Okay. So let's go speak to Ari. La 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 la. Na, na, na. Come on. Can I not click anything? Nothing can. What was that? There's a salmon. There was a hammer, but I didn't see it in the. Oh well. Alright, let's go speak to Ari. Let me save it first. Save. Ari.
You're back.
What happened in Becca's Inn? She let you inside, right? Yes, and then there was a bard from Suntown. He asked me to meet him in his room to discuss his arrival and an exchange of favors, but not the kind of thing you would assume. Actually, he's just a conspirator. I don't understand. Is he an outlaw seeking refuge in Rabbit? Actually, it's the opposite. He's a law-loving adventurer boy seeking to restore order to Ravage. He thinks he can achieve this by infiltrating the Church of Rabbit and finding some evidence against them for the Royal Army. Wonderful. A madman. I guess we won't be going anywhere soon. He was mad enough to take the northern road even in its dead-infested state. Maybe we can entertain him until he agrees to help us. Either way, he'll never defeat the Church limit. I really don't know what else we can do. The Church shouldn't matter once we're out of here. The Church, but what about the infernal fathers that they worship? I'm not afraid of angering a few humans, but the fathers will know. What's more important to you, our safety or the fathers who might never come? Of all things, he had to go against the Church. Really dislike this guy and I haven't even met him, so he wants you to infiltrate Church. I have access to their sunshine. You won't find anything there, and even if you do, the Royal Army won't come. So fine, entertain this idiot. If he's our only option, you'll need to gain entry to Church yourself. I won't be doing this mission, and you could learn something on your way. Give me some advice. Anyone who can be accepted in the Church as long as they are not an enemy, like this law-bringer idiot. When you see one of the priests standing by the door, talk to them. They set new initiates. Usually they'll give you 4 simple tasks to help the Church around town. Once you gain entry, do explore all you want. There's ancient law within the Church's walls. But please, if you have to help this northerner, try to play it both ways. Don't do anything harsh. Okay. Let me save it. Right. Let's go. He wants us to go in the church, right? La 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 la. Come on. Church is up. Why can't I go up? Why is my mouse going back? There we go. It's not there yet.
Hello.
Another initiate prays. Are you a priestess? Yes, my child, I am whom you seek. All who approach us in good faith are welcome to join us in what you do. Initiation tells us possible. As the old woman speaks, something moves in shadows behind one of the columns. Man in black! It's the man who followed me earlier and disappeared. This time he walks away slowly. I think I'll find him close by. I see him. My child, have you been listening? And yes, Virgo is definitely a goddess. All those new to the faith must complete a 4 initiation tasks in honor of the 4 true gods. Each task serves as a tribute to one of the gods. And then I'll be allowed to enter. You'll be welcomed in our halls in turn, as all the brothers and sisters are. Also usually the same for every initiate, but we sometimes make exceptions. But there are days when something unexpected occurs in Ravage, such as the stranger you saw in the shadows. He appeared today and started investigating around the church, scaring both our brothers and sisters and the townspeople. None of us have been successful in convincing him to leave. He refused to speak. Some of our sisters have offered to ease his suffering, but he refused them rather rudely, shoving them away. One even fell on the ground. What did they offer him exactly? To ease his suffering in the warmth of their embrace. Some men would then simply ask for a hug, and the others would seek to fulfill more carnal desires. A true brother or sister would grant any such wish, but the stranger couldn't be pleased. Yet when you appeared, he seemed different, drawn to you. You could be the agent of peace and love we need. Perhaps you can make the stranger relinquish his anger, stop lingering in the shadows. This would be your first task and tribute to Mother. I'll go. How should I approach him? The mother is gentle and full of understanding. Perhaps this approach would work best on a stranger, especially if he regards you with more interest than he does the rest of us. I wanted to confront him anyway. Listen, remember to be gentle and spread love. One day he will be returned kind. Oh no. I go talk to him. Alright, let's go talk to this guy. I already know who he is. He's brash. I find the man in back leaning against the church wall and thought. It doesn't take him long to spot me and lift his head. His face is masked and covered with shadow. That voice is him. Brash made it to Rabbit. Having a bounty on his head apparently didn't stop him. Oh my god! What choice is it? I can't touch him. Grab my hand and get me closer. I reach for his black fabric mask to pull it down, but before I can touch it, Breast grabs my hands, yanking me closer from his eyes and the shape of his mask. I know he's sneering. Are you bloody insane? I wear this thing for a reason. Let me go. Ridiculous. Down my face, I study his intern under his dark hood anyway. It really is him, with all the scars and his left eyeball completely black, remnant of the past death his demon heart had saved him from. Even when his glare wears off, his expression not as I remember it. His deep frown set into his face that won't seem to go away. His hair is a spiky mess, sticking out all around his forehead. It seems he has shortened it. What are you staring at? Don't act like you're glad to see me. Is that around? What did I do, Star? Let's see, I'm a piece of shit. I betrayed everyone and you'll sleep in the goddamn singing the demon. Been meeting up with some north and a pretty boy. Did you play this? Oh. Did you?
Don't get me wrong, Bright. I don't care, alright?
When we part ways, my heart was in the hands of your demon Jerry. Obviously let you live because he wasn't good and blind. It's a pity not all of your enemies are going to be lost in you, or if they do, they still won't have any problem killing you in the end. Fine, I was glad to find you alive. If you have to know, at least someone is still alive, but don't let it go to your head.
Come to ravage for you, no matter what you think.
It was the only way to run after they declared me an outlaw. Either this or be on the southern border into enemy territory. It's always the same. We had a plan. We did, and I didn't make it. The thing that finally made me leave Scarsville wasn't you. I ran away like a little bitch. Okay, the rabbit's coming, boy. Really gross. You're not here for me. Why did you follow me? To get you in the dark and bend you a downgrade beyond what? Damn it. This area is just not dark enough. Didn't think you'd leave afterwards. You think quite highly of the value of your I've had 100 opportunities to do it. If I wanted to, I would have done it by now. You're starting to misremember things. It's not wrong to say I've had plenty of trust to overpower you and I've travelled through the golden forest is it. But enough of this crap. I followed you because I recognize you and want to see what crap you're getting into now. That doesn't mean you're the only reason I'm here. I am one of the reasons. Damn cat. You give yourself too much care. Why did I bother following you? Still the stupid naive girl I knew. Constantly exposing yourself to danger everywhere you go. This is the milk of your life. I guess the bloody gods do exist and they just protect the stupid. There are no smart moves to prevent it. And what would you advise? Shivering in a corner for the rest of my days? Right, guess I should put it on the damn cat and become a bitter asshole like you. Why are you so mean to me? We demon hearts are always in danger. Come on, you're right, I shouldn't be angry with you, but with the damn world, they are the ones hunting us. I need to speak with you, Bray. You're the only one left, the only one I know is safe. I have to tell you what happened. Yes, please tell me. I betrayed Lord Mason and everyone else. All the other knights stayed behind to protect him. I was the only asshole who decided something else was more important. I heard 3 knights are still in hiding. Yourself included did well. Your miss was not worth dying for. What was your famous reunion hide? What is more important? I don't know. The more I think about it, the less I know. I think it's gone to hell and you and I are still fucked. A damned outlaw. How can I protect you? It took 6 Scarsville knights to save Mace and 4 of them died. Where do I even hide with a body this huge? Everyone keeps turning their heads when I walk by. You want to protect? Let me listen to that, okay? You want to protect? Why the hell do you think I bothered telling you? I had to approach you first. Look, if there's any hope for either of us, we need to join up. I admit you're worth something. You are not completely useless, alright? Hold me unfaded. Oh, brash. You came to the city with Mary, didn't you? Are you still in touch with her? Yes, you girls know you're in trouble if you stay in Ravage. We all are. Fuck her in her little cottage. You both better come meet me, join up and find a way out of this pleasant city. You do want the help of the Scarsville Knight, don't you? I might get help from someone else. It'll be useful to have you with us. I've always wanted your help and your company. Duh. Good. I wasn't sure you'd welcome me. I spent too much time here. If these peasants keep staring any longer, I'll shove my gloved hand through their teeth and attract even more attention. Bring her and meet me by the shore, past those empty pretty stakes for burning unbelievers. I'll be in the very east of Ravage at the stairway to the beach tower. See you, kitty girl. I can't wait to see you. To go. It's for your own good. Aww. Goddamn brush. Let's go down. Down, down, down to Ari. Ari. Wonder if I should just talk to that guy because I got rid of him anyway. Let me talk to him. Come on. Is there a way to make them run faster? Let me just save it on a new slot. Save. There we go. Talk to you. How has it been? 35. Okay. I'll talk to him and then I'll stop. The stranger's gone, isn't he? Did you act with love, my child? As much as I could. Greater kindness has borne fruit. You did well, my child. You're all welcome to church. However, marriage is requires that you proceed with the initiate. And tribute to the hunter will require some hunting skills. Everyone knows rabbit has rodent problem. They reclaim rights not only infest our food supplies, but also dare against humans. Your task will live to could be of rabbits these pests. They at least 4. Will spread love among people, not evil animals who bite our children. This is no task for a lady, I'll do it. Go, my child. I know you have strength for this. The gods will grant it to you. Okay, let's go down. Yay. Come on, let's go. We need to speak to Ari and then I can stop. My cats have gone wild. Alright, Ari. Right, how's it going? I ran into Brash. What was he like? He seemed... And then he had the idea of protecting me. I don't think it's the first time he got out of there. He was trouble with us. Maybe he's for real this time. He's been chilling, don't he? I do believe him. We could definitely use Brash's help. Should we join up and look for him? Yes, let's go. Great. I'll just take some of my essentials in case we encounter more assassins. What was that about? Okay, let's save it and I'll end it here and I'll be back in the next episode. See you then. So that's the end of the demo. Yeah. Apparently you can do some quests again such as, but it ends after a while, so I'm not gonna do that because I don't know, I wanna wait until the full game is out, which is in tomorrow. So yeah. So I really enjoyed this game and I really like Brash's character because he's not so white knight like every other game has. This white knight male character always, I don't know, he's more of a tough guy. I don't know. So yeah, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to play it and then I will be doing a let's play on it. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.